Is this running? I hope so. Okay, this video is kind of a hard one for me to do actually. I'm dumbstruck. I feel like I've been hit around the face with a shovel or something. Certainly my wife does. Now, before I start this, I know people mean well, okay? That's one thing I'll say. I know you mean well. But I guess you understand what this means in a minute. What I'm trying to say is also, if my daughter was anybody else, would you have the same interest as well? Not sure what I'm talking about, are you? Alright. Basically, this video is more for those that live near me or around me, rather than my subscribers. Around the village, apparently people are really unhappy with the fact that Missy is around when I use a spirit box or anywhere near, and I'm sure they'd like me to pack up shop and go, but there's one thing I've got to say. You need to understand people, right? Before Missy was here, these things, if you want to call them that, were already here. Me throwing away a spirit box just deadens the communication. I'd rather have a spirit box and know that I have some warning to be given if I suddenly have to vacate my house. The next thing is, what do I do if something crazy happens? Who do I phone? The police? Hello, police? Yes. My bed is flying up in the air and hovering. Oh, that's a bit of a dramatic answer, obviously, but do you know what I'm saying? We don't have 0800 Ghostbusters, do we? You've got to understand as well, we have an 18-year-old here. Now, he's lived through the hard part of it. When we had Charlie here, what I have on the spirit box is nothing. That's just communication through a little box, and the worst we've had so far is the door has been shot on me, which you can see in one of my videos, which is quite incredible. It's a nice little capture. So, this is a sad truth of everything, okay? I do appreciate your concern, alright? It shows you're not bad people, you've just got your beak in a little bit deep, because she's not your child, she is our child, and it is our right to raise her how we feel. Does that make sense? Some might even question my mental health. Well, you're talking to things on the radio. Well, are you a Christian? Not dissing Christians, just wait for it. If you're a Christian, you're praying to nobody. There's nobody there. Ah, but God, how do you know? You don't know. At least the things I talk to answer back. Do you know what I'm saying? But faith puts you ahead of that. Yeah? This is difficult because I'm not trying to be funny with you or anything, people of my village. I really am not. But you just need to back up a little bit. The sad truth is, if that's the way you feel, and like I said, I know your intentions are good. I have deleted every video where Missy is in, or as much as I can think of. And in future, you're not going to see Missy. She won't be there. You might catch her voice every so often, but I'll keep her out of the way completely, alright? She's gone. I have a child. The people that I've seen lucky to see her. I did a video saying thank you to the High Priestess because she kindly gave some clothes to her and sent them. It's another issue I'm going to address in a minute. So I think it was very fair to do a video saying thank you. How many other parents video their kids and put them on YouTube doing absolutely abhorrent things? Lots. Does anyone moan at that? No, because you don't know who they are. But if you did know who they are, would you be involved? The only reason why there is so much hype around Missy is because she's like a mini celebrity. Wherever she goes, she commands attention. And that's beautiful in one way. She's amazing. She's my daughter and she's amazing, you know? Of course. But you cannot, decide what is right and what is wrong raising her. Does that make sense? That is down to me and my wife. You don't understand, right? She's been seeing spirits when, practically the day she was born. Do you know what her first words were? Were they daddy? Were they mummy? Mama, should I say, or dada? No. Missy's first words were Harry. Who's Harry? We don't even know any Harrys. It all became apparent one day when she was being pushed on the swings by my wife. She was making a video for me while I was on the taxi so I could watched this video while I was up, at work and bored. And there was an EVP, and to those that don't know what an EVP is, because those that are watching this are going, oh, he's doing spirit box sessions around here, and freaking out. An EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. Basically, it's when a voice gets imprinted on a recording. And loud as day, as my wife is pushing Missy, she's waving to the left. There's nobody here. Who the hell's she waving to? Then you hear on the video, my wife didn't hear it, but you hear it on a video loud as day, and I wish I could show you it. It's on an old phone, but the old phone is defunct because Missy dropped it down the toilet. But loud as anything, you hear cooey in a metallic voice. Cooey. Who says cooey? That's like a Victorian thing, isn't it? Cooey, oochie coochie coo. No one says that these days. Nobody. Harry was right next to her, I bet. And she babble babble Harry. Babble 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 Harry. Harry this, Harry that. Mum, even when she could start properly forming sentences, Mummy, Mummy wants to sit down next to her. Mummy, you can't sit there. Why not? Because Harry's there. We thought it was like an imaginary friend at first. No, she's seeing them. Today though, she doesn't remember and she can't see him. But you're talking like I'm corrupting her mind, maybe? Think of it from a different point of view. Look, we're in the year 2016, okay? We're not in 1978 anymore, alright? It's all very well having a stiff upper lip and being textbook parent, if you like. But where's the room for individuality? Where's the room to blossom? Where is that? She has to be allowed that. And I think me teaching her about spirits, do you know what? When her gran died, which is my wife's mother, this has helped her immensely to understand where she has gone. Instead of her just not understanding that she's gone and why she can't see anymore, she's fine with it. She understands there might be a slim chance maybe she can contact her, maybe not, We had her grandmother come through on the spirit box one time, and it was just like her voice is identical. It could be a spirit mimicking her. We never really know the truth. Of course we don't when I turn on these damn boxes. I don't think you really understand it at all, and I know you're concerned because she's on camera. The truth of the matter is I don't like her on camera. I've always been keeping her back off camera. I've only let her go on camera to say thank you. And how dare I walk along the street with her and do a session, a spirit box session. They were already here. It doesn't matter if you get rid of that box or not. They were here well before. Well before. All you're doing if I get rid of that box is limiting your communication with them. When we had Charlie here, I wish we had a spirit box. I'd known a lot more and understand him a bit better. But we relied on him putting dimmer switch lights up and down and his clicks, which were damn loud, and he can move stuff, alright? There's nothing like you don't understand when something like this bin will say, just something little will go, it's not a lot, but in front of your eyes when you see, it makes you trip out almost, like, did you see that? He didn't. He wasn't like Michael McGee. Not that anyone knows who Michael McGee is in my village, but if you do type it in, he has crazy shit. It was small things that move. He could move objects, but in the beginning, oh my god, I wasn't there at the time. This is before I met my wife, but my wife had it originally. He barricaded her in her bedroom. Not that she couldn't open the door. As soon as she pushed the door, the candle, the big 10-foot candlestick thing fell over, and there was lots of objects on the floor in the way, like, and those objects were from downstairs, upstairs, everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I do understand your concerns. Don't get me wrong. And I'm going to act on this. No more Missy on camera, fine. You'll never see her again on camera. But I think you should go to every other parent that records their kid and tell them, no. That's what I think you should do, or it's very hypocritical. The only reason why you guys are so in on it is because you think so much of her, which is lovely. That's great. I don't want to be angry at you or anything, but I feel a little bit backstabbed. I love this village, and this is the next thing I'm moving on to, the house. Oh my god, all the damn... Do you not think we recognise that fact? We are on a housing list, okay, and we haven't jumped ship so quick because we don't want to end up in a nasty, dodgy area, okay? This is a lovely area. This is perfect. If we could move 10 foot up the road in a 3-bedroom house without any damp, we'd be so happy. But not anymore. Do you know what? We want to fast track and get the fuck out of here. Excuse my French. We want to go. Goodbye, say la vie, and when we tell you where we're moving to, we're going to lie. We're going to say, nah, we're moving to Chippenham, but we're actually moving to Westbury. You know what I mean? You're too involved. She is not your child, okay? She is my child and my wife's child. And we see fit to raise her anyway. I understand your concern, like I said, but I need to read you something, an email I got off somebody, off of one of the subs. And I'm sorry, the person, you'll probably recognise your email. I'm not going to say your name, but it's kind of important. Now, this was to my wife this email, because my wife is freaking out, like, oh my god, they're going to call social services, and oh my god, they're going to take her away. She's freaking out that she's going to have a child taken away, and so am I. Well, I don't think social services will come down with this. Really? Come on. But she's freaking out. And that's not fair. That really isn't fair. I understand that a lot of people don't approve of me because I have a past and stuff, and I'm a bit quirky, because, because of that, I guess. But listen to this email. Here we go. Own up, babe. Listen, I don't know if this will ease your mind. In the very few videos Missy is in, because she is in very few videos, is she being hit? Is she dirty? Is she looking neglected? Is she being told to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, fuck off, or I'll hit you? Never. Does she look starved? She's actually got a little belly, but... Does she seem slow for her age? She ain't slow. Is she covered in bruises? Is her hair a mess? No, and no. What she looks is happy and well cared for. Always tidy, loved unconditionally, and very, very bright beyond her age. Does it show her parents not showing an interest in her? No. In the ones where you hear her but don't see her, she is asking questions. Some parents can't be asked to answer. Order, that's me, answers all her questions and Missy understands. In the few she has been in, she has been thanking people for presents. That's all she did. I made her say thank you. I don't have her on film. Paedophiles. Alright, maybe, but in that case, get on a mission and find every parent that videotapes their kid on tape and tell them too. You're too involved and you're thinking of her too much. Does that make sense? Which shows she is being raised to know these things. Some parents video their kids in circumstances that could never mirror yours in a million years. Regarding the damp, you are doing everything possible to move out there. You haven't by choice said, hey, let's stay here where there's damp on the walls. Okay, people might have seen all the videos, but they haven't changed the way... Okay, people might have seen all the videos, but they haven't changed the way up are raising Missy. I don't think that makes sense, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think the comments are jealousy, because in a way Order is becoming a local celebrity. I am getting more subs, what can I say? And of course, with more subs, I get more well known. And of course, people from... I know where this comes from. I tell you what, I told one man up the street about my channel. One guy, nobody else. And he's gone. And I'll tell you what, that person, I'm not going to say his name. Have I gone around saying things like, oh, you're HIV positive or anything like that? Never. I would never dream of it, but yet you stirred a pot and, yabber away and look at me in disgust. I'm not talking to you ever again, okay, because I'm pretty sure it's from you, because you're the only person I've told, and it's spread like wildfire in your disgust or whatever, or contempt for me. Just to have a drama. You are a drama queen, is what you probably are. Symptomatic of your lifestyle, I don't know, I don't care. But I'm not speaking to you again, I will be just ignoring you. I think the comments are jealousy because in a way Order is a local celebrity. They maybe think fans will start showing up in their neighbourhood and become a nuisance. That's a possibility. I have quite a few subscribers now who are into what I'm doing. If I'm doing something that really is that bad, do you really think everyone would be contempt at this? No, I'd have so many comments telling me how wrong I am to be doing this. Nah, actually I've had very few comments. This has come from my own little village. Not any of the comments out there. And these, look, you got to understand, I don't just have fucking fans in Texas, bloody America. I have people watching my stuff from here who are very close to here. One subscriber's in Cown, which is round the corner practically. Do you know what I mean? And they have kids too, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think they've got kids too, the way they're speaking. And they don't think, oh, God, you know. Okay. Yes, paranormal things happen in your life, but it's not scaring her. No, she is not scared. This is my point. And her school, okay, yes, paranormal things happen in her life, but it's not scaring her. Her school would have contacted SS long before now because it would have shown in her whole demeanour. Definitely. Definitely. The next thing I want to say is, before I continue on, so, for your benefit, I'll never do a spirit box session in front of her again, but it's very difficult in an open plan house. She will hear things. I'm in an open house. Oh, well, don't do it all together and throw the boxes away. Shut down the channel. Great, I'll do that. I'll just get rid of all of this whatsoever. But that doesn't stop the entities that live here already. Does that make sense? They were here long before Missy was even born. And it was a lot more heavier back then. A lot more heavier. We chose a vow of silence because we were privileged to have such close contact. There's possible proof there is life after death. Which is more proof than you praying in a church to God who's not answering you directly. I'm not saying God isn't real. I'm not saying Jesus isn't real. I'd like to think he is, hopefully. No one knows. You think you know, but you don't know. Even with me, who get answers back from these entities, if you like, and what I've seen with Charlie, I don't know what I'm talking to realistically. That's fair enough. But I want to ask you this. Say I decide to become a Muslim, and I decide Missy must dress herself head to toe in a hijab, and my wife. Would you complain then? Would you say that is wrong? Would you have the right to say it is wrong? No. It is not your choice. Okay? It is not your choice the way you raise a child. If I'm starving, beating her, anything like that, that is absolutely fine. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate your concern, okay? You're only showing concern. I'm not cross with you. But I need you to understand what is... Yeah, please understand. Come on, you're intelligent, aren't you, right? I've been told the whole village is talking about it. I don't believe the whole village is. I bet it's one person who's got a bit of a stiff upper lip. That's what I reckon. But we'll see. And they come in the shop whinging and... Anyway, so we got up to the bit where if she was scared of these spirits, bear in mind she used to see them at a young age. She doesn't now, but she used to see them. Can you imagine that? It would have shown in her whole demeanour. She'd be tired all the time. And a different tired to a 4-year-old's tired, just in brackets. She'd be scared to leave school, to come home if the spirits bothered her. I agree Order needs a kick up the jackside for not listening to our concerns, but honestly, I don't think social will take Missy, that's even if they come out. I know it's easy for me to say, but don't worry if it ever came to them coming out, and I'm sure it won't. They'll probably advise, she stays off camera, although other people upload their kids doing dangerous things, or tell him to stop it altogether, but only if Missy's in danger. Now check this, I have a video, because these people obviously haven't watched every single video. I have a video where their spirits are mega respectful. I'm getting lots of communication, lots of things going on, and like, wow, and suddenly Missy comes in the room, boom, silence, they shut up completely, nothing, not a single thing. This isn't just for 30 seconds, this is for a couple of minutes. They realise that the child's in the room and like, nothing. Have you watched that video? No, of course you haven't. I know what videos you've watched. You put 2 and 2 together and it equals 22, not 4. That's okay, I understand your concern, I don't cross at you as such. They have far more, and in fact proper, real cases to deal with than a parent swearing in front of their children. I'm fucked on that front, hun. Yeah, this person swears a lot in front of a child, but yeah. Yes, you have paranormal stuff happening, so do billions of other people around the world. They can't take everybody's kids off them for something that is out of their control. And it is out of my control. And anyway, why should you stop trying to contact spirits? I bet each and every living member of the human race wonder if there's something more beyond life. You could always ring citizens' advice anonymously saying, you know, a family doing exactly what yours is doing, don't tell them it's you, and just wonder whether you should ring social services. They'd probably ask you the questions I did at the start of this. You know, is she fed, is she bruised? And when you answer to no to them all, because that is true, they all say no. I wish I could do more to ease your mind. I've got news, but I'm not going to go into that, but she just basically concludes it with, I have news of my own, but, you know, I'll wait and tell you later. I wouldn't worry too much about comments. Like I said, you haven't changed how you raise Missy, you know? So what do you make of that? Does that make sense to you? I do understand your concerns, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not, like, angry. I feel a bit betrayed and backstabbed, and I know people of my village aren't too keen on me. Some are, but a lot aren't, because... whatever, you know. Fine. That's fine. You know, and you're only looking out for Missy, but you're too involved. You shouldn't be that obsessed over her. If you saw her covered in bruises and one of us being madder, you should do everything in your power to fucking try and work out what the hell's going on. But this is a little bit different, you know. Fine. No spirit box sessions around her ever again, as much as possible. Bearing in mind she lives in an open plan house. I've deleted all the videos that contain Missy. It's her saying thank you for High Priestess. Oh, that's another thing as well. You know, people feel I'm on the scrounge. I don't know how to deal with that, to be honest with you. Saying thank you for donations is not on the scrounge, in my mind. And the donations have stopped pretty much, just you know, because they're donating to the channel, not to me. All the boxes that I've got and whatnot. But we'll leave that there. That's a separate issue. I want to concentrate just on Missy. Forget what people think about me. I don't care what people think about me. You can think I'm the biggest asshole going. That's fine. Call me that. I'm happy with that. I really am. I enjoy it. Slimy thirtless. But, yeah. When it comes to my daughter, you know, you're too involved. You're too into her. It's obsessive, and maybe I should be watchful of you rather than you watchful of me. I don't know. Because if she was anybody else, if she was a normal looking child, not so pretty and not so catchy, not so celebrity like, would you have an interest? Would that worry you? If it worries you that my child is on camera, then you need to put up a campaign for every parent that puts their child on YouTube doing silly shit. I don't know what, you know. You really do. You know? And I can't hide her from the spirit box thing because it's an open plan house. I can do spirit box sessions without her as I can, and I certainly won't be doing them with her walking back from school like last time. Fine, I'll take that advice on board, fine. But they're already here, and I think they're going to stay somehow. We've had 10 years of this, 10 years. And when Charlie was here, this is nothing what I got. I didn't document anything with Charlie hardly because we felt so privileged that we had that concrete proof. We were living, it was so normalised. We were living with a freaking poltergeist. But it was, yeah, normal, hello Charlie. Yeah. Most people think we're freaking rude and mad, but I'll tell you what made me chuckle. Anyone who thought we were a bit crazy or cuckoo, who spent the night, their opinion changed the very next night. Seriously, I'm not joking. Their opinion changed. I'm like, oh my god. Oh wow. What's the time? I've got a live stream coming up in about 10 minutes or so, so I'm going to have to go soon and set up my live stream. My channel is taking off, and obviously the more it takes off, the more people will be like, and have concerns. That's fine, you can have concerns, but we will be moving house, and now I'm going to speed up the process as fast as I can to get the hell out of here, because you're too involved. You need to take your beak out, you know? I don't tell you how you have to raise your child and say that's wrong. You know, and if, like I said, you can cite my mental health. Oh, he's talking to something over. Well, you're mental, praying to nobody. Dear Jesus, blah 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 blah. No one, do they ever answer back? If you have a divine experience, let me know. By all accounts, mind. You know, what would happen if I was a Muslim and I, you know, made sure she had to be in head to toe in a hijab? You'd have no right to say anything at all. I'm not saying what I do is to say her religion is such. I don't know what religion is correct. So if someone says to me, "Oh, are you a Christian or not?" I'm not saying I'm a Muslim. I'm not saying I'm a Christian. I'm not saying I'm a Hindu. I'm not saying I'm a Buddhist. I'm not saying I'm a Jainist. I'm not saying anything because I don't know what is the correct religion. I have no faith in a direction. All I know is when I turn on that box, not all the time, but quite a few times, I would say about 6 out of 10 times, maybe 7 out of 10 times, intelligence is answering back. Something intelligent answers back. And that's a lot more validity I've ever got than when I was at primary school and secondary school telling me, you must believe in God, you must believe in Jesus, now pray, our Father, hallelujah. I'm not dissing anyone who's a Christian either, don't get cross with me, this is just my personal experience. If you found God and you found that connection, kudos, well done. I haven't found it yet, I'm sorry. But that doesn't mean to say I don't believe in God. There must be a God. Or something. There has to be. Do you really think that this rock floating just the right amount from the sun is by accident? Really? You'd have to be an idiot not to think that. And obviously I'm having spirits answer back, good, bad, or whatever they fucking are. I don't want to call them spirits half the time, I want to call it intelligence. Something intelligent is answering back, okay? So, whichever. I hope that makes perfect sense to you. I'm trying not to be cross with you. I'm trying to see it as you're a concerned people about her welfare. And that's humbling in a way that you think so much of my daughter, but you need to take a step back. You really do. She's not your daughter. It's not for you to say how she is raised. As long as I'm not starving her, beating her and everything else, she's going to school. What? What, she's on camera? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even like her on camera myself, that's a daft thing. It took a lot of guts for me to put her on camera, in fact. And that was only to say thank you, because someone spent the time to actually, you know, give her something, because she's so cute, etc. Wherever she goes, she commands massive attention. She's like a mini celebrity wherever she goes. I don't know how she does it. I've got no idea how she does it. Wherever she goes, so I've deleted all the videos with her in it. You won't see her ever again. Well done. You'll never see her again on YouTube. Until she's a lot older and she decides to make her own channel or something. I don't know if YouTube exists then with all its fucking stupidity and anti-monetization, but that's a separate issue. I'm not even in that because I'm not monetizing my videos at the moment. But you know what I'm saying. I didn't want to get mad. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is people's problem? And I sat and thought about it for a while. I do understand your concerns, don't get me wrong. But it's not your choice. But for the benefit of you, because I do listen to people, believe it or not, I won't be doing spirit box sessions directly around her. I can't help what she hears if I do it upstairs. I can't help that. It's an open plan house. I'm not going to make her sit in the garden going la 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 la. No, she knows about. She knew about spirits before she was born. She had one called Harry attached to her. I kid you not. At first we thought it was an invisible friend, like an imaginary friend. Yeah, she's got an imaginary friend. A bit young for imaginary friends, isn't it? Isn't that like when you're a bit lonely and about 9 years old, 8 years old, maybe you'd have something like that. At 1.5, maybe. But no, it became certainly apparent on that video with Cooey on it. That's Harry. You can't sit there, Mum. There's no room for Harry. Harry this, Harry that, Harry. Who's Harry? I don't know any bloody Harrys. Yeah? So, to all my subs out there who are looking kind of puzzled, this video, as I said, was more for where I live, the people where I live in. They're showing concern and they're like in up arms about what I'm doing with my daughter. They don't get it. I don't know what they think. I know they want the best for her, so I know they mean well, so I'm not going to scold them as such, but they do need to lay off. You're too into her. You need to back off. You're the creepy one, not me. She's my child, I'll bring her up how the hell I like, so to say. But I'll take your little advice. If it makes you feel better about yourself and about, you know, things, I will not put her on camera full stop. Does that make sense? I'll do it for you. Not for my daughter, for you. Because I don't want you wasting social services time with this poppycock. If they come round and they say whatever, they can evaluate my mental health. I'm not crazy. You're just as crazy as I am if you go to church every Sunday. There's no difference. A Muslim is no crazier than me, etc., etc. I'm not going to get into the ethics of what religion's right. I don't know what religion's right. I'm not saying. I don't know. Maybe I'll never know until I finally pass on. You know, but I have things that answer back that have intelligence 6 to 7 times out of 10 on my videos. You know. But they were here before her, well before her. Justin had the bulk of it. Mummy, there's a man in my room. Oh God, Justin had the bulk of it. Is he crazy? Has his mind been warped? No. He's going to university soon. The way he's going, he's done one college course. Now he's on his higher advanced education course. He's done just fine, and he's aware of what is what as well. He's street smart, you know. This is the year 2016, okay? There is no 1978 handbook that applies for today. This is the future. This is how it is. Liberal parenting, and you're going to have to deal with that. It's not your child anyway to worry about. Provided I'm not hitting her, provided I'm, just not starving her and all that sort of thing. That, obviously, I could expect anyone. But she's happy. She's always well groomed. I give her love and attention. The amount of comments I get telling me I'm a good dad. What does that tell you? Are they all just fucking nut jobs and you're alright and I'm wrong? I'll leave it at that, you know, but I hope I've addressed your concerns. Don't worry, you won't see her on camera again.